Hello, welcome back to Blender Sushi Live Noding. So today we're gonna continue with our NodeOSC experiment. Today I'm gonna show you a very simple example how you can send signal into Blender. So you need to set it up so that from outside you have another app that's sending OSC signal into Blender. I will be using SonicPy, but you can also use app like TouchOSC or maybe using Python. So I have the setup here already, and I'm gonna enable animation nodes. And first of all you need to make sure is from the NodeOSC server. Make sure it is actually running, and let's stop it for now. Make sure the in port is correct and it matches your whatever app you are using to send the message. So here, if I open up SonicPy, I'm gonna be sending this loop. So there's some kind of nodes and it's gonna loop over and over again, and I'm sending it into the same port that I specify in Blender. I'm just gonna run it. And start. So okay, so it's you can see it's already working. So there are actually two streams of data coming into Blender. So there is a red monkey and the blue monkey. The blue monkey is only going from 0 to 30 back to 0 to 30. So it's a bit like if you use a keyframe and then you block the value, so it's only go from 0 and suddenly jump into 30 and then jump to 0, jump back to 0. The other one goes from 5, 40, 20, 5, 20, whatever value that I specify here. I can specify like 00, and I can change the value on the fly and then rerun it. So let me stop it. So it's you can see it's how interesting it is because the sound and everything is kind of real time, and you can actually record it. So currently, it's like I said, it's almost like if you do a keyframe, it's like a step keyframe. Maybe in the future, if we use ADSR, what is it called? In sound, you can make a sound if you play a piano or other musical instrument. You can actually set it up so it has some kind of delay or cut. So it actually makes a nice graph. So this is something that you can, of course, set it up inside Blender itself, so you don't rely from outside. You are sending it some kind of value signal, but in Blender you turn it into like a nicer animated graph. So that's probably what I'm gonna do next. Okay, the setup in animation nodes, I almost forgot. This is the actual NodeOSC inside animation nodes. So it's really basic, really simple. So from SonicPy, I'm actually setting it up so it's sending this OSC message. And this blah and blah b is actually just nodes that's kind of looping. This is all SonicPy stuff, but it's really interesting because I'm relying on SonicPy to get the timing correct. There's this synth that I use, but this nodes and tick will automatically loop over this ring, and it's sending OSC message to path 1 and 2, and the message is the value of the nodes. And in Blender, let me turn off this thing so it's using, because it's using a lot of processing power. OSC number. This is the node that takes this data from outside into Blender, and it's set to input, and you can see it's actually reading this value. If I turn off the sound and just run this again, you can see the value 0, 30, 0, 30, 0, 30, and then this one 20, 25, 0, 40. So it's exactly matching these nodes. So let's stop this once again. And then I have a couple of things here. If I run this again, okay. So this one true, and this one actually getting true or false depending on the value that's coming in. If it's 0, it's actually giving a false. That's because of these logic operators. So A and B, if both have value, it's going to be true, and if one of them is 0, it's going to be false. This one is controlling Susan head. There are 2 Susan head. It's going up and down in z-axis depending on the value that's coming in. So that's actually pretty much it. It's actually really simple. You set it up. If I want to have another Susan, let's actually do that. So while it's still running, okay, I'll actually stop it first. Stop it. I'm gonna have another Susan head. I'm gonna duplicate it. Give it a different color. Create another new material. Give a color, green color. Okay, the green has need to be copied down there. Okay, so red, green, blue, and with the other monkey, I will create this. Let's stop this thing from Sonic Pi. So we're gonna give a new path number 3, and then Susan number 2, and let's see. We're just gonna duplicate this in thread. I think we can actually do this and give a new maybe use a dowel, different scene. We need nodes C, and the path is correct. This one are okay. This one should be using nodes C, sending it to hello 3. And let's actually run this. Okay, I think I made mistake. So nodes A, okay. Oh, I should have done it. Here. That's okay. Let's just run it. Maybe I made a mistake somewhere here. Okay, 1, okay, 2. Let's make this like so number 3 is not moving. maybe because I need to use in thread as well. But this is more like a Sonic Pi thing. Let's change this. Let's see. Okay, release 0.2 ARP. This one should be nodes B. Maybe I need to reset the server. Now the green one actually moving, but the blue one doesn't move. Oh well, I might have to take a look at this for a bit, but I think it is actually it should be working anyway. So the setup is here. I'm gonna give you the blend, and I will correct this, and then until it works. But there you go. That's how you can send message from outside, and let's Blender listen to it. If you are using something like the iPhone 10 and sending OSC message in regard to your face expression, that's also possible, and it's a little bit more complicated. But yeah, let's fix this, and I'll give you the final result. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.